What if the person you trusted most hurt you more than a stranger ever could? What if the hands you once held with love became the hands that pushed you away? And what if your deepest pain came from someone you would have given everything for? My name is Linda Carter. I am 75 years old. I live with my son Michael and his wife Claire, but I no longer feel like I belong in my own home. Every morning I wake up before sunrise. I make a cup of tea for one. I sit in the kitchen in silence. They walk past me like I don't exist. It feels like I am just a shadow in their house. But it was not always like this. There was a time when this house was full of warmth. I still remember summer evenings with my husband, Robert. We would sit on the porch. We would drink cold lemonade. The sky would turn orange and gold. Robert was kind. He always came home with small flowers for me. We had no wealth, but we had peace. Our son Michael would play in the yard. He would laugh as his bicycle moved in circles. I thought that happiness would last forever. Then everything changed the day Robert died. My world broke in silence. From that day, I became everything for Michael. Mother and father both. I worked day and night. I cleaned houses. I washed clothes. I skipped meals so he could eat. I kept telling myself one thing. One day he will understand my sacrifice. But I did not know. Sometimes love is given but never returned. As Michael grew older, things slowly changed. At first it was small. A sigh from Claire when I entered a room. A cold look when I asked a question. Then came whispers. Then complaints. One evening everything exploded. Claire stood behind Michael. Her eyes were wet. She said I called her useless. I froze. I said it was not true. I never said that. But Michael did not look at me. He believed her. That moment broke me. After that, everything became my fault. If something broke, it was my fault. If Claire cried, it was my fault. Michael stopped asking me anything. He stopped seeing me as his mother. He saw me as a problem. Slowly, I stopped speaking. I stopped sitting with them. I stopped trying to explain myself. I began to disappear inside my own home. One night, I held Robert's old photo. I cried silently. I asked him if I failed as a mother. But there was only silence. Days later, I overheard Claire. She told Michael she could not live like this anymore. She said I needed to leave. I stood still in the hallway. Then I heard Michael say, "Maybe. It's for the best." Those words destroyed me. The next morning, Michael smiled. He told me to get ready. He said we were going somewhere nice. I trusted him, because he was my son. We drove for a long time. I looked out the window. I tried to feel happy, but something felt wrong. We stopped at a large building. It was quiet, too quiet. Inside I saw old people sitting alone, waiting. A woman at the desk said, "We've been expecting you." My heart dropped. I looked at Michael. I asked him what this place was. He did not answer me directly. He said I would be comfortable here. He said it was temporary. But I understood the truth. I tried to tell him I did nothing wrong. He avoided my eyes. He said he needed peace at home. Not peace with me, but peace without me. He left my bag there. Then he turned and walked away, without looking back. That was the moment I understood something painful. I was not left there. I was placed there. The first days were the hardest. I sat by the window. I waited for his car. I waited for his return. But no one came. I met a woman named Martha. She sat beside me. She said, "It hurts less when you stop waiting." I did not believe her at first, but slowly I understood. I met others like me, people who were once loved, now forgotten. We talked. We shared stories. We laughed again. One evening, soft music played. Martha held my hand. She asked me to dance. I said I don't dance anymore. She said, "You used to." So I stood up. For the first time in years, I felt seen. Now I still think about Michael. A mother never stops loving her child. But I stopped waiting for him, because sometimes healing is not going back. It is learning how to live without being chosen. And in that quiet place, I finally found peace. If this story touched your heart, tell me in the comments. Have you ever felt forgotten by someone you loved?